Ohio students threatening Black people in racist videos, all right? So this is obviously unsettling. Put it up full mass. We're talking about social media and school children. Bainbridge, Ohio, filmed themselves threatening Black people and using racial slurs. The incidents have thoroughly alarmed parents and community members of Kenston Local Schools where the students are enrolled. So per WKYC3 News, one shaken parent, Miss Samera Hollimon, said one student said, quote, F N-words in one video and recalled the hateful remarks from a different student in another video. He basically said, I hate N-words. I want all N-words to die. I want to wipe them off the face of the planet, Hollimon said of one of the students' comments. He said, you all can agree with me. Hollimon, who was so shaken by that specific video that she filed a report with the local police department and then turned to the FBI to file a second report for a hate crime. Quote, when I saw the video, I was really outdone. I was hurt, Hollimon told the local outlet. Quote, with all the mass shootings that's going on, what if this kid comes and actually brings a gun and shoots all of the Black students? End quote. With millions watching and many people benefiting from this program called Indisputable, we just need 1% of the viewers to become a paid member so we can continue to bring this content to you. Now back to the show. So another parent, Lastacia Mack, who had a similar reaction as Hollimon's, called for what is an expulsion. Quote, I was appalled, Mack stated. I was very shocked. Just the audacity that he will call out Black folks in that way and to threaten their lives. I would like this kid to be expelled. I don't think that he should be allowed to attend Kenston schools for the safety of all the students there. So what are we seeing now? A contrast, right? So we just reported on a story where it seems like the school officials were hyper vigilant about potential racism. And then you have a school where parents are literally begging the school, please do something, because this individual has made terrorist threats against other students that happen to be Black only. There's more. So let's go to Miss Lemons. This is Miss Lemons, a rising 8th grade student. Miss Lemons shared she's now fearful for herself and her family, stating, quote, when I was watching the videos, I just felt unsafe. And I was scared for myself, my family, and my community. I just feel like people should be treated equally, end quote. The videos triggered a massive community response. Many shaken parents aired their fears and frustrations to school board members at a recent district meeting. Quote, we absolutely have no faith in your ability to protect our Black sons and daughters that attend Kenston local schools. One Black community member told board members, several parents echoed those sentiments and stated that these videos are proof of a longstanding culture of racism in Kenston schools that has gone unchecked by district officials. So the superintendent is Steve Sayre, said at the meeting, quote, we as a district, as you've heard, are very much aware of this incident, and it's very disturbing, and we are very, very concerned about it. It's clear that we have some work to do as a district, and I said, we're not only aware of this, but administratively, we're working on it, end quote. When somebody uses very 3 times in one sentence, there's a problem, okay? Understand that. There's more. So while Kenston officials haven't released the ages and grades of the students in the videos, they stated that administrators will meet throughout the summer to form a plan to enforce in the next school year that will comprehensively address the issues threatening student safety and an inclusive school environment. Let's put up Amy Sparks. This is Amy. Amy is the director of communications at the local school. Said, it is clear there is room for improvement. And collectively, our administrators will be meeting as this will be a top priority for the upcoming year. Ultimately, We will need the help of students, staff, parents, and the community to fully address this issue. We'll find a way through this together for the good of our community and for the good of our students. I mean, damn, it's going to take everybody. It's just a child who's being racist. That's called bullying. What do you do with other bullies? It takes an act of Congress. It takes you involving the entire damn community to deal with one child who's a bully or a couple of children who are bullying somebody. What? It's going to take everybody. This doesn't make sense to me. You should have a rule and then a penalty. That's it. That's how you actually create the proper culture, is by enforcing against the bad one. That's all. There's more. So district officials have not said what disciplinary actions they will use to the students in the videos due to their ongoing investigation. That's your first problem. You should have said quickly, swiftly, this will not be tolerated, and we will handle this with exacting discipline action. That's it. But no, you're still investigating. So the Bainbridge police have forwarded the case to a local prosecutor because this is possibly a terroristic threat. The Kenston School District encompasses a few towns 20 miles east of Cleveland, Ohio. More than 2,500 students are enrolled in its 4 schools, according to U.S. News and World Report. Nearly 90% of the student body is, in fact, white, and only 3% is black. And we see now the cultural dynamic here, okay? This is not a complicated matter until you entangle it in the culture of your entire community, because clearly this kind of behavior is not only racist, it is in fact bullying. All right? Okay, Senator, thoughts here.
Learned behavior, right? We back to nurture. And it is very clear, we got video. They need to make it, by the penalty that they give to the students, clear that they will not tolerate this kind of behavior. And Doc, I can almost understand, because I hear you, is it gonna take an act of Congress? I can almost understand, because see, first of all, the children who participated in this are going to be made an example of. And then I am going to talk to the students who are the victim of this to let them know we got your back.
Yep.
And then thirdly, we are going to have a full-fledged, not only bringing in the parents, but every damn student in the school to let them know what it is. And if you step out of line on this, because we not tolerating this,
right.
You step out of line. Parents, you better get your kids. Because if we gotta raise them and teach them, we gonna raise them and teach them the right way. Bigotry, hatred, racism, anti-blackness will not be tolerated. So that I can roll with a gathering of all every teacher, every counselor. I want the janitor, I want the cafeteria workers and the kids to know that not on my watch. See, if I was the principal of that school, people would understand how we rolling. And if you can't roll like this, then you need to go to another school, because we not playing these games. It made me think of the Little Rock 9 too. Doc, you know how those 9 black children had to go in there and integrate that school. They had to call in the National Guard to protect these babies. Here we got, you said that school district 3% is in Northeast Ohio. I can't believe it's so close to Cleveland, but it's in Northeast Ohio. But 3% black children is still too much for some of them. And it really, my final point here that I want people to really kind of internalize this, that if you have children or younger people that young exhibiting that kind of behavior, it kind of makes us lose hope for the future, because we were hopeful that a certain generation of bigots we're gonna just, Mother Nature was gonna handle them all, and that a newer generation was gonna usher in a new type of thinking. But we see that is not true in all cases, because some of these bigots are recycling through their kids.
That's right, and that's why it's imperative to have diversity among the ranks of your teaching class and administrative class as well. And I agree with you, everybody should come together, but don't wait until everybody comes together before you have an exacting solution or a penalty for those that bully others.